Yo, what's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have some earth-shattering news coming straight from the heart of Cowboys Nation. We're talking about one of the most mind-blowing moves that could absolutely reshape the future of the franchise, and it involves none other than Josh Allen, the star quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. That's right, folks, we're hearing from some highly credible sources that Josh Allen might be headed to the Dallas Cowboys in a trade deal that could be worth a stunning $220 million. You heard that correctly. This isn't just a rumor, this is something that has been confirmed by none other than Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones, and today, we're going to break it all down for you. We'll go into the details of this trade, why it's happening, what it means for the Cowboys moving forward, and how it would change the NFL landscape. So if you're as excited about this as I am, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive into this huge trade that's rocking the sports world right now. Now, before we get into the specifics, let's take a moment to talk about who Josh Allen actually is, and why him coming to Dallas would be such a game changer. For those of you who don't follow the NFL as closely, Josh Allen has quickly turned into one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the league. The guy is an absolute monster. Standing at 6'5" and weighing in at 237 pounds, Allen is a physical specimen at the quarterback position. He has the arm strength to throw deep bombs downfield with pinpoint accuracy and the mobility to escape pressure and make plays on the run. Allen has a unique blend of size, speed, and arm talent that we just don't see every day in the NFL. Over the past few seasons, he's cemented himself as a top-tier quarterback, capable of taking over a game with his athleticism and mental toughness. He led the Buffalo Bills to multiple playoff appearances and even brought the team to the AFC Championship game. The dude has what it takes to lead a franchise to the promised land. However, despite all his success, the Buffalo Bills have not been able to get over the hump. They've been unable to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs and make it to the Super Bowl, which has led to some internal rumblings about the team's future with Allen. The Bills have come close, but they've never quite been able to seal the deal. Now, there's speculation that the Bills could be ready to move on from their star quarterback. If that's the case, there's no doubt in my mind that they're going to want a massive return for Allen. This is where the Dallas Cowboys come into play. The Cowboys have been sitting on the cusp of greatness for the past few years. They've had a strong roster and have made it to the playoffs, but when it comes to crunch time, they've always fallen short. Dak Prescott has had his fair share of solid seasons, but let's face it, he hasn't been able to get the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. Dak has been a good quarterback for Dallas, but when the games matter most, he's struggled to come through in the big moments. That's not to say Dak is a bad quarterback, far from it. He's just not the kind of player who can carry a team to greatness when the stakes are the highest. And with the Cowboys roster being in such a great position right now, they might be looking for a quarterback who can take them all the way. Enter Josh Allen. The Cowboys are reportedly heavily pursuing Allen in what could be a blockbuster trade that would involve a $220 million deal. But why Allen? Why now? The answer is simple: the Cowboys need a game changer. They need a quarterback who can not only execute the offense, but also elevate it. Josh Allen is that quarterback. He's the kind of player who can make something out of nothing, extend plays with his legs, and keep opposing defenses on their toes at all times. Allen is not just a pocket passer, he's a guy who can run over defenders, make pinpoint throws on the run, and lead his team to victory in the most critical moments. He's exactly the kind of player that could push the Cowboys over the edge and finally bring them back to the Super Bowl. Now, let's talk about the $220 million that's being thrown around in these trade rumors. We know that Josh Allen's contract with the Bills is one of the richest in the league. He signed a massive extension worth $258 million in 2021, with an average annual salary of around $43 million. So, If the Cowboys are really serious about bringing Allen to Dallas, they're going to have to structure a deal that works within the confines of their salary cap. A $220 million trade is no small feat, but with the salary cap expected to increase in the coming years, it could be the perfect time for the Cowboys to make such a move. The team has the financial flexibility to absorb that kind of contract, especially considering the Cowboys' long-term goals and the current state of their roster. But here's the thing, this trade isn't just about money. It's about what the Cowboys have to give up in return to land a quarterback like Josh Allen. This isn't going to be a simple one-for-one deal. The Cowboys are going to have to make some sacrifices if they want to bring Allen to Dallas. The most obvious piece that would likely be involved in the trade is Dak Prescott. As I mentioned earlier, Dak has had a solid career in Dallas, but if the Cowboys are serious about upgrading the quarterback position, they're going to have to part ways with Dak. Prescott has a huge contract of his own, so the Bills would likely want him as part of the trade to help ease the transition. Dak still has a lot of value, and several teams would be willing to take a chance on him as their starting quarterback. But it's not just Dak. The Cowboys would also likely need to part with multiple first-round draft picks to get this deal done. The Bills are going to want significant compensation for Josh Allen, and first-round picks are the best way to ensure they get what they need. The Cowboys could be looking at 2 or even 3 first-round picks over the next few years to sweeten the deal. This would give the Bills the flexibility to reload their roster with young talent while still staying competitive in the AFC. Of course, the Cowboys have been great at drafting in recent years, so giving up these picks might sting a little, but it's a small price to pay if it means landing a quarterback of Allen's caliber. On top of that, we could see the Cowboys include a few defensive players as part of the trade package. Players like Leighton Vander Esch, DeMarcus Lawrence, or even Osa Odigizua could be included to help balance the deal. These are guys who are valuable assets on defense, and the Bills would likely want some help on that side of the ball in exchange for their franchise quarterback. So, now that we've covered the financials and the trade package, let's talk about how Josh Allen would actually fit with the Cowboys. We all know that the Cowboys have one of the most potent offenses in the NFL, but imagine what it would look like with Josh Allen at the helm. The offense is already loaded with weapons like CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, and Michael Gallup, and Allen would immediately elevate those guys to another level. CeeDee Lamb, in particular, would thrive as Allen's top target. Lamb has shown flashes of brilliance, but with a quarterback who can consistently make all the throws, he could easily become a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. And let's not forget about the Cowboys' offensive line. Dallas has one of the best offensive lines in the league, and they would be able to give Allen the protection he needs to execute the offense at a high level. Having a dynamic quarterback behind an elite offensive line is a recipe for success, and that's exactly what the Cowboys would get with Allen. But the most exciting part about Allen coming to Dallas is the defense. With players like Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, and DeMarcus Lawrence leading the charge, the Cowboys would have a defense that could dominate the league. Allen would be able to take risks on offense, knowing that his defense could get the ball back for him quickly. The Cowboys would have a true complete team that could compete for a Super Bowl year in and year out. So, let's recap. Josh Allen coming to the Cowboys could change everything. He's the kind of quarterback who can elevate the offense, take the team to the next level, and finally bring Dallas back to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys have the financial flexibility, the assets to trade, and the roster to support such a move. If they can pull off this trade, the Cowboys could be looking at a new era of dominance in the NFC. But what about Dak Prescott? Well, if the Cowboys do move on from Dak, it'll be the end of an era for sure. Dak has been a great quarterback for the Cowboys, but if they have the chance to land a superstar like Josh Allen, it's a move they can't afford to pass up. There are plenty of teams out there that would love to have Dak as their starting quarterback, so he'll have a future in the league, just not in Dallas. All right, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Would you be willing to part ways with Dak Prescott and some draft picks to bring Josh Allen to Dallas? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any updates on this wild trade rumor. We'll keep you posted as more information comes out, but until then, thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys!